People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is called idle dog, walk idle monkey. The devil always finds work for idle, and people, I will explain. Based on information, it is said that a constable, Gerald Leng, attached to PSTEB, he was conned up by a constable. His name is Troy Aikman. He is attached to protective services. He works at a place that is called Vale Royal. Now people, based on information, there are conflicting stories out there. It is said that this was because of some sorts of fuss, some sorts of arguments. However, people, based on information that I am getting from inside source, it is said that two pawpaw roll up at Vale Royal. They claim that they work at the commissioner's office. They wanted to use the bathroom. The person, Aikman, told them, well, if you work at commissioner's office, go on up there, go use the bathroom. However, people, it seems as if the officer, whose name is Leng, he knew that the man was there, so therefore he was going to play a prank. While the man that is in charge at Vale Royal was talking to an ex-officer, it seems as if the one that got caught up jumped over the fence in a ski mask had his tool in his hand. The man that works at the protective service at Vale Royal, him hear some sort of shuffle and him wheel and pop off because him see a man in a ski mask with tool in his hand. After him calling up the man, that was when the officer decided to say, listen, I me man a Leng. People, like me say, there are conflicting stories out there. However, people, like I said, the devil always finds work for idle. Because the truth and the fact is that whichever story that we want to run with, even if these constables or these officers stopped at Vale Royal and they wanted to use the restroom, all they had to do, show proper identification. There should not be any sorts of question. The next thing, as an officer, you know, say, an officer is armed. He is armed to protect. He is armed to mostly protect his own life. So therefore, if him hear any sorts of shuffle, especially in the wee hours of the night, and then you have a ski mask and you have a tool in your hand, what do you think is going to happen? So people, like I said, idle dog, walk idle monkey. The devil always finds work for idlers. So I say this to say that, had these persons been professional, had these persons followed the proper protocol and stopped being so idle and communicated properly with each other, one person would not be caught up and then the next person would not be under investigation. However, people, this is just another day in the life of the JCF. A whole bunch of clown, shit, and buffoonery, point blank and period. Now people, the moral of the story is this. Being a police officer in Jamaica is very stressful. So sometimes persons are going to do idle stuff for basically break the momentum or ease the tension. However, at the end of the day, safety is always first. So people, as bad as this is, it could have been way worse because based on the information, the officer was taken to the KPH and he is okay. And we see the next officer, more than likely, the situation is going to be investigated. And more than likely, he is going to get away scot-free because more than likely, this was some sort of mistake, a prank, or some sort of fuss gone wrong. Point blank and period. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now, people, the next thing that I am going to speak about is an incident that occurred in a place called Troy. I am speaking about in Trelawney, where it is said that an uncle, he lost his life. I am speaking about a person whose name is Clive Clark. He is a laborer. Based on the information, it is said that a couple of days ago, Mr. Clark and some family members, notably his two nephews, Shamario Green, he is 18-year-old, he is said to be a security officer, and also Kaylee Hyman, 25, he is said to be a mason by trade. And also the mother, Kalisa Smith, she is said to be a DC district constable in the Trelawney area. Now people, based on the information, it is said that the uncle went to go and feed some pigs, some hogs. However, where the feeding was in the fowl cub of some fowl that the mother, meaning the sister of the uncle and the mother of the two youths, 18-year-old and the 25-year-old, where the hog feed was located in the chicken coop. Now people, after the man, the uncle, went in the chicken coop, get the hog feed the hogs, about 30 minutes to 45 minutes after, one of the nephews went in the fowl coop. He did a survey, he did a tally. He did an inventory of the amount of chickens. Based on what the nephew said, 11 of those chickens were missing. It is said that the 18-year-old nephew and the 25-year-old nephew went over to Mr. Clive's house on the same property, the same land, and them cuff up Mr. Clive Clark. They then left and they went down the hill to their house. It is said that after Mr. Clark got the cuffing, he went down to the nephew's house and he was having a talk with them. He was explaining that, listen, me never take no sorts of chicken. Go and check back your chicken them and make sure say you check right. It is said that that was when the mother of the two nephews, the sister of the 50-year-old man, Mrs. Kalisa Smith, the DC district constable, that means she a pawpaw, she started to box the man up, drape him up and shot him about 4 or 5 box. It is said that after that incident, the 18-year-old nephew again used a board and lick the 50-year-old uncle in the back of his head. And then after he fell, him and the next one started to stamp him, started to kick him, started to beat him up. It is said that he did not live the second time because people remember me telling us him get cuff up before. He came to explain that he did not steal any sorts of chicken. So therefore he was wrongly accused. Now people, like them say, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. And what is the reason? What was the motive? Based on information that I am getting, and people, I have the voice notes. However, the person asked me not to play the voice note. I could use the information. Based on the information, it is said that this is because of some sort of dispute, because of some sort of land, some sort of property. So people, here again, we see the problem in Jamaica as it pertains to DEAD left legacy. We see that persons are always going back and forth over land that they themselves did not buy, did not work on, don't know how it comes about or came about. However, because they want it for themselves, nobody wants to share. And people, like I said, what is very disturbing about the whole thing is that after them beat up this man for a second time, there was a car there. Nobody tried to rush the man to the place of recovery. So people, he met his demise. He did not make it. What is even more disturbing also is the fact that the mother, who is a sister of this man, who is a DC, she saw her sons beat up the man at least 2 times and she did not intervene. Instead of intervening and try to squash it, she basically hold the man, drape him up and shot him at least 4 or 5 boxes. So people, when we hear stuff like this, and we see that persons who are supposed to serve and protect or who are supposed to know better, everybody have ulterior motive. Everybody is looking out for self. Everybody is carrying all sorts of vindictive feelings. So therefore, gone is their professional attitude. They don't remember that, listen, I am an officer of the law. I am a DC. So therefore, I am supposed to carry myself or conduct myself in a professional manner. However, people, it is more about the land. The motive is always money. And people like them say, the love of money and the love of DEAD left legacy is the root of all evil. And a lot of persons losing their life in Jamaica, and people, this is yet a next perfect example. Now people, like I've always said, there are always 3 to 4 sides to every story. The uncle side, the witness side, the nephew side, and the mother side. So therefore, this is based on information on some voice note that I received from somebody that is concerned, that just wants justice to be served, want the truth to be known. If there's a other side of the story, please, somebody contact me. 1-876-894-2711, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.